Hey everyone, glad to see you back, glad to see you looking fresh. And today, I wanted to chat about my PlayStation 5 collection. Physical PlayStation 5 collection seems like a pretty hot button issue at the time. At the moment, as recording this, hopefully it won't be in the future, but we'll see. I just want to take a moment, appreciate what we have already. Not that I'm saying we should stop the fight by any means, but, you know, maybe, like, take a look back, see what we're fighting for, see why I care, like, go through all of these games that I have up on the shelf. Let's talk about each and every one of them. So, there's a lot, so we're going to get through it. We'll start here with Animal Well. Not starting on a great note because I haven't played Animal Well yet, but first from Big Mode, fellow YouTuber Donkey, his publishing company is a limited run print, and I'm excited to have it. I'm excited to play it one day. When I'm in the mood for Metroidvania, when I'm in the mood for more of a puzzler, I'm gonna be jumping all over that for sure. Anno Mutationem. I think that's how you... Anno Mutationem. This is a good game. This is a 2D side-scrolling action. It's like a cyberpunk thing. It's pixel art. It's really cool. It's really interesting. This is a very underrated, underplayed game. So if you get the chance, I would recommend that one for sure. Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resync is a very recent pickup for me. Actually playing through it right now, as times of, obviously not physically, the second, but playing through it right now. Very fun. I have a story with Black Flag, which maybe I'll say another time, or maybe I've said before in my Black Flag video. But this is a big improvement for me over the original. So if you like the original, I'm interested to see if you think it's a bigger, but I didn't really like the original. So Assassin's Creed Valhalla is one of the first games on the PS5. It's fun, but it's a little too big. It's a little too empty, but it is still good. There's not many Viking games out there, so. Astrobot, one of the best games on the console. Like, if you had to pick up 5 games for the PlayStation 5, this should be in that 5. No matter what your taste preferences are, no matter what you like, what you don't like, Astrobot has a little something for everybody, which makes it sound like it's for nobody, but I assure you it's absolutely incredible. So, The Avengers. This is a game that should have been amazing. It should have been incredible. It should have been one of the best games of all time. I will say, though, despite this game not being very good, the first chapter, where you start as Kamala Khan, not yet Miss Marvel, but you're Kamala Khan and you're walking around this, like, festival for the Avengers, and then you get to play as each Avengers down the line. That's a really cool, like, demo for what this game should have been. But then this game doesn't really do anything really exciting past that. There are okay parts to the story after that, but nothing tops that opening at all. Bug Snacks. This was one of my first games on the PlayStation 5. I actually pre-ordered this from Fangamer before I had a PlayStation 5. So this and one other game we'll get to kind of soon, actually. I just had on the shelf waiting for me to get the console. I love this game. My friends make fun of me for how much I like this game. It doesn't come up in conversation as much as it used to. But it has a really goofy song. It has a much deeper message than you would have expected from something like this. But on the surface, it's just a goofy animal. It's like a puzzle game. You collect in little snacks, little bugs. And it's fun and cute. But like I said, it has a deeper message behind all the silliness. Chicory is a cute little, again, it's like a Zelda-like puzzle, more puzzle-heavy, not any combat. Well, there's some combat, I guess, but not a lot of combat. But if you like it cozy, but you don't really like a challenge at all, but you still want to go on a little adventure, this one with you. It bored me a little bit, but like it might be for you more than it was for me. Claire Obscure Expedition 33. It's interesting. I put it in C because Claire Obscure, obviously. Some of the naming schemes we'll talk about more. Because, like, when you talk about this, you just call it Expedition 33, right? You don't actually full title this. But, I mean, this was last year's, like, talk of the town. This was the game to talk about. Impossible to find a copy for a long time. Funnily enough, when I finally got Amazon to send me one, they sent me 2. So, one of my friends got to play it. He didn't beat it. And so if he's watching this, I'm shaming him a little bit because he made it pretty far and he could beat it, but he just stopped and hasn't gone back to it yet. So he should do that. Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion. Remake, I think it's just a remaster of the PSP, which is like if and when I ever got a PSP, that was one I was going to pick up. Now I kind of don't have to because the better version is here. This game holds a bit of a special place in my heart because of a bit of a family tragedy that happened right around when I was playing this. The whole Final Fantasy VII does as well, and I'd probably make a whole video talking about that once the final part comes out, because I don't want to like say what like what that game means to me before it even exists. So I'm excited for that. But yeah, this is a fun little side story. Like you get to learn about Zack and his connection with all of everything that's happening. Cris Tales is a turn-based RPG, indie game that I wish was a little better. I like the art style a lot. I like the concept a lot. It has to do with like time travel, and time is like a mechanic that happens in battle too. And that sounds way cooler than it is actually in practice. It just falters from some very simple RPG problems, like random battles, for instance, shouldn't be as common as they are or exist at all. And that's a big problem in this game. And just stuff like that. It just bogs down the experience. It's just a few minor tweaks. I think that game could have been a lot better. Crimson Desert, another game that I might make a whole video talking about. I got a lot of opinions on this game. I'm not quite done yet. I just made it to the titular Crimson Desert, which if you have played the game, story-wise, I just made it to the Crimson Desert. So chapter 8 out of 12, I think that's what I read it is. So like a decent chunk of the way through. But there are hours upon hours of side stuff you can do in this game that I barely feel like I scratched the surface on. If you want a game to get lost in and you can get hooked by this, you will not. It won't let you up for a long time. It in parts would grab me, but then it would leave me, and grab me again, and leave me again. It was very wishy-washy in terms of experience there. So this is the very first PS5 game I've ever bought, and it's a very silly one. It is Cthulhu Saves Christmas. It is limited run number 1 for the PlayStation 5, which is kind of why I bought it, because it's a game that I am interested in because of how ridiculous the title is. And like it's cool that it's the very first one that they printed. And the game's alright. It's definitely like an RPG Maker type experience, but the writing kind of saves it, and the absurdity of the plot also saves it. And I played this around Christmas time, so I was right in the mood. I'd gotten a PlayStation 5 not too long beforehand, too. I got it in like mid to late November that year. And so this was in a pocket of other games I was playing as well. I was on a bender when it came to when I first got the PlayStation 5. I think I've told that story before. I think on my last PlayStation 5 video, maybe I talked about that story. But anyway, yeah, played this one around Christmas time. Haven't replayed it since. I got the Platinum because it's not very big, but fun stuff. Cult of the Lamb is an indie. Is Devolver an indie? I don't think so. I think Devolver is big enough to not be considered indie. But anyway, this is a heck of a game. Hell of a game. This is weird and wacky, but cute and cuddly all at the same time, and also grotesque and raunchy when it wants to be as well. It's a game that like would freak out people that don't know what it is, but people that do know what it is like are in the know, and they're all down to clown with it. It has a fun sense of humor. It's weird. What is it? It's not a turn-based. It's a roguelike dungeon crawler, and not a dungeon crawler like a mystery dungeon type dungeon crawler, but like you go through runs, whatever, and then you go back and you do a town builder. It's half a roguelike action game, half a town builder. It's really fun. If you haven't heard of it somehow, but if you haven't, by all means look into it because it's great. Deathloop is there's another game I wish I liked more than I did. I remember seeing trailers and previews and reviews for this game and being like, that doesn't really look like it's gonna be for me. And I was right. Stealth games and me don't vibe super well. And this one, while it has been said that the stealth is really easy, even I stumbled my way through a chunk of this game before eventually being like, I got other stuff to get to, and I put it down. I think I put it on my Game of the Year list that year, but I was being generous, if I'm being honest. Death Stranding, it's just the director's cut. So this took me a while to get to. Actually, I got this in that first batch of PlayStation 5 games, I think, and then it took me till like last year to finally play it. I was a little scared too, because it's big. It took me about 45-ish hours to finish. But I mean, I love open world games, and I like Kojima's weirdness from time to time. And I was just finally like, the second one was on its way, and I'm like, I don't own the second one yet because I got my fill of that kind of gameplay here. I've heard the second one is just straight up better and everything, so I'm excited to play that. Well, I did. I had a really good time with this once it finally like got me. I did the classic thing. I looked up and like, when does this game get good? And it, right around when people all agreed like it gets good right around this chapter, and they were right. I was in it at that point. Demon Slayer's The Hinokami Chronicles, and I might as well just bring up the second one as well. Demon Slayer The Hinokami Chronicles 2. So these, of course, are the Demon Slayer games, published by Sega, which instead of Bandai Namco, who normally does all of the anime games. But these are fun. I loved the first one when I played it. Early PlayStation 5 game for me. So I was really excited for the second one, and it didn't hook me. And I don't know if my tastes have changed, or if the first one was just right place, right time, and the second one wasn't that, or what. But I haven't made it much through the second one. I mean, I platinumed the first one, and I played the second one for like 5 hours, so I don't know. I don't really know what happened there. I don't think it's a step down. I think it's a better game. It's just, like I said, wrong place, wrong time. Strong Humans 2. I played the first one. I beat the first one. I had the C word, and so there's a little bit of a strange memory associated with it. But the second one is more of the same, so looking for that. Plus, it's a remake of a sequel that was a sequel to the first one, which is a remake of the first one. Yeah, good game though. I like it. That's a friend's copy that I bought off him. Kind of fun when you have a little story attachment to it. Now it lives in my collection. Digimon Story Time Stranger. This is my first Digimon anything, other than like watching an episode or two at a friend's house. I knew like no Digimon. I didn't beat this game. I wish that it has a hot start. Don't get me wrong. When I first started, I'm like, whoa, this game is great. And I played it for about 15 hours. It was on my best of the year list that year. It was like number 8? I'd say that year, last year. And then I just kind of stopped. I don't know if I hit a roadblock or I don't remember if it was too hard, or I think the Digivolution confused me, and I was like, I don't like how any of my Digimon look anymore. And so then I felt bad, and then I just was like, these aren't my friends, and I stopped. So, I don't know. Discounty is a cute little game where you run a shop. I say little, I mean like 10 hours platinum. Like it's short and fun, and I was surprised it even got a physical, but I was stoked that it did. I think P-Cube, yeah, it's P-Cube, the publisher. They do pretty good work with the indies that they choose. And I think it's just got an expansion recently, so maybe I'll go back and play a little bit more. But it's a good game. Fun stuff. Doki Doki Literature Club is one of the most famous horror games, indie horror games to ever happen to the internet. When I got this is a fun story. When I got this game, it was at Best Buy, and it was during that big batch of games I was getting, right when I first got a PlayStation 5. And the guy was just talking to me, chatting me up, talking about like the movies I was getting. Like I remember The Green Knight, he was really excited about that same year that movie come out. He gets to this, and he sees this, and he dead silence. Like looks at it, looks at me, silence. No more words were spoken from him. He didn't want to talk. He didn't want to be my friend anymore. So, I guess either he knows what it is and doesn't like it, or he didn't and just thought I was buying an anime girl visual novel, which, I mean, it is that, but it's also a lot more, so. Doom: The Dark Ages feels a little bit wrong to have it on the PlayStation 5, but I don't own a Series X, and I wanted to play Doom. So, that's that. I mean, I play the other two on Xbox. I like the Xbox controller a lot more for shooters, specifically. But, I mean, it's still a really good one. Better than Eternal, not as good as the original. Maybe, I don't know. I think 2016 rules in a way that it's hard for any game to top, but Dragon Ball Sparking Zero was touted to be one of the biggest games of all time, and this also recently just got a big update, and I hope that it fixed some things. A lot of the characters felt samey, and that was part of the problem. There was enough characters, for sure, but a lot of characters kind of felt just the same, and so it wasn't very fun to collect them all and play with them all. Once I beat the story and all the side stuff, I didn't really play online too much. That's all that's holding me back from getting a platinum, is playing online, but maybe someday. Dying Light 2, I gave a fair shot. I didn't really like the first one. I don't really like the second one. It's just not for me, and stealth doesn't really vibe with me. I like zombie games okay, and I love open world games, so I was like, well, this probably might be a little better, but it's just, I don't know. Maybe with some friends it could be better. Aiden Chronicles 100 Heroes is definitely a gem, an underrated, underplayed, underappreciated gem on the console. If you like RPGs, you like PlayStation 1 style RPGs, definitely check this one out. It's a little... A guide would be helpful. I'll say it like that. It's a little obtuse sometimes about what exactly you need to do or where to find all the characters, but, you know, use a guide. The PlayStation 1 games, guides were kind of required, so kind of harkens back to that's his biggest problem, and stuff like that. But it's a good game. Elden Ring, I think, honestly, might be like a requirement to have played at this point, just for how big a game it is. Yeah, it's good. Alright, I have my beef with it. My friends and I talk about this game a lot. Why I have problems with it, why I have problems with the Souls formula. I almost beat the thing. I made it 40-ish hours in, and then I lost my save data, and then I never played it again. Maybe someday I'll go back and play a different build. But I like my Blood Samurai build, so I don't know. Maybe someday. Evil West, which does not come in this normal case, this red case, but, I mean, I got a PlayStation 4, what is it they called, like, Platinum game? I don't remember specifically. Those come in this red case, and I'm like, that would look nice on Evil West. And who am I to... You tell me. Like, I think it looks great. But, fun game. Another underrated one. This one's more like a PlayStation 2 style action game than like a PlayStation 5. But it's weird and wacky. And I was looking forward to it for a long time after it was announced. And I'm glad that it does exist and it's fun. This is my lone Japanese import. This is Fantasy Life I, the girl that stole time? Left through time? I don't know why I'm looking at the cover like I can read that. But I was waiting a long time for a sequel to Fantasy Life, and the fact that it didn't get a physical in the West is a shame. But happy that Level 5 is making games again and putting games out over here in the West. So I keep scratching my nose because here's a little behind the scenes thing. I had to move my shelves around a little bit, so this is like a 2 birds 1 stone type situation, so that I could like reorganize, and it's a little dusty, so dust is hitting me bad. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is, I think, if you have a PlayStation 5, I honestly believe like the Final Fantasy VII remake, soon to be completed trilogy, is like a must play. Like this game, it's so big too, like. It's a easy 80 hours, 90 hours I put into this like without a problem, and that's for the story plus a lot of side stuff. But like wow, what an incredible experience. And like I said, I feel like I have to make a video talking about what this franchise means to me and where I was at the time playing this game and what it meant to me and all that stuff. So for sure, look forward to that now that I've kind of like set that into motion. Final Fantasy 16, I think it's a lot more flack than it deserves. It's a really fun game. It's a little off balance, but its highs are incredibly high. Its lows are low, but its highs are so high that, for me, that it doesn't matter. Final Fantasy Tactics, the Evil East Chronicles, a lot of people say is the best Final Fantasy game. Now that I finally played the thing, I think it's pretty good. I do think that tactics games have surpassed it. Unfortunately, I think that in a genre like this, I kind of shot myself in the foot. Because I started playing tactical RPGs with Fire Emblem Awakening on the 3DS, which to a lot of people is the best Fire Emblem game. I kind of crown it as it's hard to top that one. And that Fire Emblem is like the premier example of what a tactical RPG franchise can be. So, starting with the top, every other game kind of gets compared to that. So this game got heavily compared to that, and I'm like, well, I don't like this because it's not like how it is in Fire Emblem. I don't like that because it's not. Eventually, I warmed up to its charms, and it really warmed up to me. Good game, obviously. This is a cute one. This is the Freddi Fish Collection, all 5 Freddi Fish games. It's hilarious that it's on a PlayStation 5 disc. This is 600 megabytes. I'm surprised it's even that many. But, you know, collection of 5 of my favorite games. I've made videos about 4 of these games now, right? Yep, all the way to the Hogfish. There's one more in that series to come. So, yeah. Happy to be able to play them on the TV. That's something I always wanted to do as a kid. Ghost Yote is one of the best games on the console. I crowned it my game of the year last year, and I stand by it. It's incredible. It's wonderful. It's everything I love in a game, and you should play it. Ghostwire Tokyo. I think this is becoming a little rare. When I was, like, looking at games and game prices, this one seems to, like, be going up in price. It's a good game. Bethesda published Tango Ironworks. Tango Gameworks, my bad. Good, a little weird, a little janky. Not perfect, but fun stuff, nonetheless. God of War Ragnarok. The longer that these games exist, the less stoked I am on them. I have no real urge to ever, like, replay these. They are good, don't get me wrong. They are good games, this one and the 2018 one. I wish I loved them like a lot of people seem to, but I don't know. I don't know what it is. Gotham Knights, I wish was a better game. This is a fine enough open world game where you get to play as 4 of the Bat family. I played it as Red Hood like the whole time. Played around with Nightwing a little bit, and of course tried everyone out for a bit. But Red Hood was my guy because he felt different. He felt like he should be played. Guardians of the Galaxy rules. This game is incredible. If you love the movies and you're okay with a little bit of a different interpretation, and you like Marvel Comics and the wider world of things, there's a lot of fun references and Easter eggs and cool locales and characters that show up. Just a blast, and I wish this game would have done better. I would have loved the sequel to this game, and it's one of the best games on the console, I think. I love it. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I love that game. Horizon Forbidden West, I think, is a sizable improvement over the original, and I didn't really like the original all that much. But this one, by the time this one came around, maybe my taste had changed. Maybe I would like the first one a little bit more. This one, I think, I said, a remarkable improvement. Immortals Phoenix Rising, if you want some more Greek goodness after watching the Odyssey, this is probably the best place to get it now that God of War is in Norse. But fun stuff, definitely derivative of the Breath of the Wild formula. But I mean, if you're going to be derivative of a game, that's a pretty good one to do it on. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle took me a while to get this game because I tell you what, this game would not drop in price. It held strong at full price for like 2 years before I finally got it. And I was like, all right. Was it 2 years? Maybe just a year. But, I mean, for a game of this size and caliber, I feel like I would have bought it a lot quicker. But that just price helped me out. But it is a great game. If you like Indiana Jones, you'll like it. It's that simple. Judgment, and I'll bring up the sequel here. Lost Judgment. These games are alright. They're Yakuza from the Yakuza team. Yakuza isn't really my franchise. You won't see many. You'll see one. We'll get to it, but they're not my bag really. I wish I liked them more than I did. So, if you want like a bit of a departure from that, but still like that world. Those are pretty good. We love Katamari. Reroll plus Royal Reverie is a remake of a Katamari. No, this is a new this is a new Katamari game, right? I think. Yeah, this is a new one. No. I'm confused. Anyway, this is a remake. This one's a remake. There is a new one. Where is it? What happened? Hold on a minute. There it is. Once Upon a Katamari. Okay, I knew I had a second one here somewhere. How did they get separated from each other? Anyway, probably because the titles are wonked. Because we love Katamari, Once Upon a Katamari. Anyway, it's Katamari. You roll a ball, you roll things up. This one's a remake of an older one. This one's a brand new one. Happy to have a new one. It's great. It's great stuff. You rolling balls and you rolling up things. It's wonderful. King of Fighters 15, heck of a fun SNK game. A lot of cool characters. Finally had Haomaru from Samurai Showdown in one of these, which is awesome. I did a video about King of Fighters, the manga. If you're interested in hearing me talk about more King of Fighters stuff, I'll have that be one of the videos at the end if you're interested. I think that video is great, and not a lot of people watch it. So now we're getting to Lego stuff. Lego 2K Drive is Lego Forza, but I love Forza games, and so I'm happy with that. Lego Batman, Legacy of the Dark Knight, very fun. Definitely an Arkham game that has a Lego skin on it. It has a little bit of that Lego quirk that may not be perfect for an Arkham game, but still a really solid game. Definitely we'll hear about that later in the year. Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga, is a wonderful love letter to one of the biggest film franchises of all time. Happy to see TT Games back after a hiatus with returning to that game. Not perfect, but still really fun. Let's Build a Zoo is a simple 2D zoo builder, and scratched an itch that I really wanted scratched at the time. Fun, silly. You get to splice animals together, and it's not as creative as it sounds. Like, you'll just have like a snake body and an elephant head, but fun. Life is Strange 2 Colors. I haven't played this one yet. I'm waiting until I want a Telltale like experience, and it's just sitting there waiting for me. I'll get to it at some point, but it just hasn't been there yet. Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, this is the Yakuza game I was talking about. This one is good though. I really like this one. I like the setting, the Hawaiian setting. Took me a couple tries though. First time I played it for about 5 to 10 hours, and I didn't vibe with it. Second time though, I forced myself. I'm like, people love these games. Like, what is it about these games that people love? I looked into it. It's like not the main story mostly. A lot of people love the side stuff. Love the world, love the wacky characters. I'm like, well, these games feel kind of basic, but also, like I said, 5-10 hours in, they haven't really even set their setting yet. So I'm like, all right, I'll force myself to play more. And I did, and I ended up really liking it. Then I put like 40 hours in it. Good stuff. Little Gator game. Another one that's pretty derivative of the Zelda Breath of the Wild formula, and they're very on the nose about it, but. A very cute indie game, and I'm stoked I got a physical because it's cute and fun. And I platinumed it in like 8 hours. Like, it's very, very simple, but like just super charming. Lollipop Chainsaw is a game that I could not have played on the 360 and PS3 era, because like if I would have asked my parents to buy a game called Lollipop Chainsaw that had a chainsaw wielding cheerleader on the cover, they would have said no. And so it took a while to come around to. Glad that the remaster got a physical, and I played it, and it's good. Very of that era, but it's very good. Got a couple Marvel games here, Marvel Midnight Suns, and this is where I was going to talk about the naming scheme. So, as you saw, Guardians of the Galaxy had Avengers. They are not here just with the other Marvel stuff. It's just how I say them phonetically. Like, I say Marvel's Midnight Suns. Here's that game. Side note, this game is amazing. If you like tactics games, play it. If you like deck builders, you should play it. It's very underrated, very underplayed, like, lovely game. Like, great game that just was not received. Marvel Tokon is the newest game here. I made a couple videos talking about this game, talking about different character rosters and what this game should be and what it could be. Good fighting game, though. Roster ended up being pretty good. Not what I would have picked, but ended up being pretty good. I'll say it now because I don't know when I'll ever get a chance to say it. If I was in charge and I had this roster ahead of me, I would have made 2 calls. Like, if this was the 20 characters that would have slid across my desk and I got to make the call. I think if you swap Magneto and Penny, you swap those for Spider-Man 2099 and Emma Frost, I think you have a better roster. I think it's stronger. I think it's more interesting. Because those guys fit the same bill, but I think those are interesting characters. That's personal preference as well. I may be talking out of my rear end there. That's for you guys to discuss, though. Metal Gear Solid Delta, great remaster of what was said one of the best games of all time. Happy to finally have played it. I played it on the 3DS, never made it very far because the controls are whack. Say it right now, the controls in the original game were whack. It's before we had standardized controls on how third-person action games should work, and it's wonky. Metal Slug Tactics. I wish this is my first full foray into Metal Slug. I mean, I played it in the arcades and stuff, but I don't really know these characters very well. So when I finally recruited another one, I'm like, cool, that's them. Good tactics game though. Interesting. Metaphor Refantasio, made by the Persona team, which we will very soon be talking about Persona stuff. But excellent game. I'm happy that they have a third pillar. They have Shin Megami Tensei, Persona, and Metaphor. If they want to do a second Metaphor, the world is interesting enough. The combat is different enough. It's weird in an interesting way, like a fantasy world that has not existed before. Mortal Kombat 11. I don't have Mortal Kombat 1 yet. I was waiting for them to do a complete. I don't know if they're going to do a complete like they did with this one, but I like Mortal Kombat 11. It's good. More Mortal Kombat, a bit of a stutter there, but good stuff. My Hero Academia All Justice, much like the Demon Slayer games, I was really looking forward to this one. And then some of the modes aren't really what I hoped they were, but it's still fun enough. I hope to be playing more of it soon. Need for Speed Unbound, I had at one point a really bad itch to play an open world racing game, and this scratched that like none else, and I was really happy to have played it. And Octopath Traveler 2, I have here over the Switch because I just thought it might run a little bit better. Not that the original ran bad, but the original was a Switch exclusive for a long time. It was neat that this one got released elsewhere, bigger audience and all that. Vast improvement over the original. And I hope that they give this level of treatment to Triangle Strategy. If they do a Triangle Strategy 2 and it jumps in quality, much like this one did over Octopath Traveler 1, I'm gonna love it. I think that would be absolutely a killer game. But they just made, was it Elliot? Which I don't know yet. And they're doing a lot of remakes, so who knows if and when that'll ever happen. Park Beyond, I haven't played much of. I think that this one kind of got lost in translation when it came to console. I got it for very cheap though, so I don't know. Maybe I should go back and try some more of it. It seems like it could be a lot of fun. I just haven't really given it the time of day yet. Here we go. Persona 3 Reload. Excellent game. You don't have to. It's Persona 3. It's excellent. If you know, you know, and if you don't, you should play it. It's super long and it's super fun. Persona 5 Tactica, I've tried a few times to get into this. It's too easy. I don't know if, I don't even think it's a difficulty slider, but the problem with tactics games and me, they're either way too hard or way too easy, and this one's way too easy, and I'm just bored. So, there's no challenge there at all. But I like those characters, I love the music, it's just not it. Plucky Squire is an adorable game. It's another one that's too easy, but this one's going for something to be cute and easy, and this is something I could show my nephews or something, and they would probably really enjoy it. So, good stuff. Potion Permit. This is a cozy game where, much like other cozy games, you are an outsider coming to a town, and you can make relationships there. But instead of being a farmer or something like that, you brew potions, and so you can help sick people and do other funky stuff. It's cute. A bit too repetitive, but it's cute. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. This is an underrated. I feel like everyone that's played it, it's like, yeah, that's a great Prince of Persia game. Metroidvania, really solid Metroidvania as well. Ratchet and Clank, ripped apart. I had a tough time saying that, but this is like a must-play. I feel like most Insomniac games are must-plays on their given consoles. This one for sure, very early PlayStation 5 game. I don't know if it was a launch game. That is quick though, quick to come out. Resi 4, maybe the best game of all time. Like, come on. And I'm not even like I played the original. I played on PlayStation 4, but you know, the original cut Resi 4. I think this one I like it more. It's just more to my sensibilities. So, what can you do? What do I have next? 7. Okay, that adds up. And then 8. I played 8 before I played 7, which is a bit of a mistake. Because everything 7 does, I think 8 does better. But good games nonetheless. Happy to have both of them in there. Then, of course, the newest one, Resi Recreum. Another banger game. Great game. You'll hear me talk about it. I think, currently, games that have released, this is the safest bet. If I was a betting man, what game would be in conversation for Game of the Year? The Game Awards, I think this is one of the 6. That'll be up there. Rise of the Ronin. This is a cool game that I feel like kind of came and went, but cool samurai. Maybe you're a Ronin, not necessarily a samurai, but open world action game. Kind of tough, but fun. River City Girls 0. This is what? A translation of a game that never came from Japan, I think. That I may be talking to Mirror End, but yeah, I think this River City Girls game, like an old game that finally got a translation over here. And then of course we have River City Girls and River City Girls 2. Excellent beat 'em ups. If you like beat 'em ups at all, you should give them a try. Super duper fun, especially with friends. Those, you don't necessarily need them physically, but those games rule. Road 96 is like, I don't know what it was. I just had heard about this game, and it caught my eye. This is like a story-driven game where you kind of go through, you pick different paths to and your choices matter about who makes it and who doesn't make it. But it's not like Until Dawn where it's super intense. It's very lighthearted. It's very laissez-faire, go with the flow type thing. A lot more of a movie than a game, but still not bad. Definitely a cool experience. Ruffy and the Riverside. Yeah, Ruffy. I always mess up with Ruff or Ruffy. This is like an N64 collectathon. Has a little bit of that jank too, which I'm not a huge fan of, but not actually an N64, but definitely inspired by of that era. So if you like that, give it a try. Sackboy Big Adventure. It's sad that this is the last Sackboy game that may ever exist because it's not the best. But another one that I could show my nephews or something, a kid would really dig that. I think way too simple for someone of my taste. Sandland, it's cool that something like this exists, cool open world RPG action game about Sandland, which is a manga from the creator of Dragon Ball, Akira Toriyama, if you're unaware. Scarlet Nexus, I got this, and I got Ratchet and Clank, and I got one other game that we haven't quite got to yet. When I got my PlayStation 5. That was the first real 3 games I got. Cool anime action game. Never really got super deep into it, but it's cool for sure. Scott Pilgrim EX. It's too short. It's fun, but it's too short. A long-awaited, not awaited, but a sequel that long time in between. To have one and it'd be really good, it's too quick. Now we have a couple Shantaes. I have the Pirate's Curse and I have Risky Revolution. Shantae Advanced Risky Revolution. I like Shantae more as an idea in a character than of a franchise. I play her games and I'm like, these are alright, and I never love them. I wish I did, but I don't. Which stinks. But as is the way of things sometimes. Shinobi, Art of Vengeance. This game's dope. It's cool to have a new Shinobi game and have one that good. The art style is wonderful. Hard, but in a good way. So, Soul Hackers 2 is ridiculously cheap. And I have it because it's ridiculously cheap. I think anywhere you go. Do not pay full price for this because I'm sure you'll be able to find a copy like I did for like $8. I haven't played it yet, but it is an Atlas RPG. So maybe it's dope and people are just mean to it, but I feel like they printed too many copies because they thought it was going to be bigger than it is. I mean, after the hype of like Persona 5. But I don't know. It just didn't hit off, and I haven't played it yet, but I do own it. Spider-Man Miles Morales is the other game of the three, Scarlet Nexus and Ratchet and Clank. Good game. Too short. Definitely feels like an extended DLC. But also, I mean, Spider-Man 2 is also too short. This is a full game, but felt too short. That time, though, of playing it was so much fun. I didn't want to stop. So much fun. Like, I had a ball. Can't wait to play Wolverine. Gonna be a good game. Split Fiction. Is it as good as It Takes Two? That's the question now, isn't it? I think they're different, so you can kind of have your cake and eat it too. But it's up there for sure. Very, very fun game. Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Better than the first. Gameplay-wise, I don't know if it's better than story-wise, but gameplay-wise, exploration-wise, it's better. Ready for a third part, EA. Whenever Respawn, whenever you want to give that to me, I'm ready for you. Star Wars Outlaws, not that good. Again, me and stealth don't vibe well, and this one has weird, like, very big open stealth areas, which I'm like, I don't mess with that at all. The character's a smidge annoying across the board too. Plus, like, I don't know. I don't know what this says about me. If I'm playing a Star Wars game, I kind of want to have a lightsaber, at least somewhere in there. I don't know. Maybe she gets a lightsaber later on, but I don't think she's gonna. Either give me a lightsaber or let me be like a stormtrooper, like flying through space or something like that. Like, I don't. Just being like a smuggler, it doesn't have really much appeal to me. Stellar Blade is talked about way more because of the main character than it is about the game itself. It's a pretty solid button mashing, not beat 'em up. You know, like Bayonetta in Devil May Cry, like that type. I'm completely blanking on the genre right now, yapping about too many games, but fun game. I don't like that the sequel seems to be really driven on AI and stuff. I don't know what Shift Up is doing, but I don't know. The first one is good at least. Story of Seasons, A Wonderful Life. This is a remake of the GameCube one. GameCube Harvest Moon. It's fun, but it's a little simple. Like with my conversation on tactical RPGs, my first big farming game was the Stardew Valley, and that, to a lot of people, myself included, is probably the best one. So every game gets compared to that one. So it's tough. It's tough to live up to something like that, but it's a good one. Stranger of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origins. This is a weird one, and this copy has seen better days. But I found this at a flea market, and it was an open air flea market, and a very damp town. Like the air was thick, and so I didn't expect it to not be color warped, water warped, and all that stuff. But I gave it a new case, and it's looking better than it was. Game itself is just, I didn't play it very long, 3-ish hours maybe, and I'm like, this isn't very good. But the story, like, yeah, this game like has a nice home now, at least. Like, that copy gets to live better than it was. Stray is a game that I couldn't play for a while because I had a dog who is still around. She just lives with my parents still. She can see the TV, and she will bark at anything that moves in a way that she doesn't like. Cats especially. So a game you play as a cat, near unplayable in that circumstance, but fun and cute and interesting, different for sure. Street Fighter 6 is a soon-to-be bona fide classic, I'm sure. This, like any Street Fighter game, they just keep adding more stuff and characters and all that fun stuff to it. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Another game that I may make a video on someday. I just need to play more of it. I played it for about 2-ish hours, and funnily enough, the controls are a little bit too close to that of Marvel Rivals, and I'm like, if I'm playing another superhero third-person shooting game, I'm gonna get confused. My wires were getting crossed. It wasn't 1-to-1, but it was close enough where it was like messing me up. So that's why I stopped playing it. Now that I don't play Rivals as much, maybe I'll pick it back up. Tales of Arise for a while was the game I put the most amount of hours into on the PlayStation 5, but that's since gone to Rivals, and I don't know if any game will overtop it. But this is a really good, fun action RPG. I'm not much into the Tales franchise, so I don't know where this ranks on Tales fans, but I think it's pretty good. Chia Oleti, the Oleti edition, my bad. I feel bad every time I talk. I want to like this game more than I do. I love the concept. I love the atmosphere. I love the character. I love all that stuff. I love the set dressing. I love it, but playing the thing is not much fun. It's boring and it's slow. And it has the idea of like the Mario Odyssey like captures. You can like become things, and that's cool. That's really cool. But like you become a dolphin and you're like really slow, or you can become like a matchstick and light things on fire. But like again, it's slow and clunky, and it's like almost there. Like, I hate being mean to an indie game. It's almost... If it would have stuck the landing, this would have been like an all-time, like, you gotta play this. It's so close, and I feel so bad, but that's just the way it is. Terminator Resistance, this is like a first-person action, I think, Terminator game. It's been a long time since I played it. This is the PAL version. I don't know if it got an American release, to be honest with you, but I didn't play a lot of it. It's a little bit too yank for my liking, but it's okay. If you're a bigger fan of the franchise than me, maybe you'll really like it. Time on Frog Island is a cutesy little puzzle game about being on an island of frogs that you can't understand, and you gotta figure out how to get off of it. Very, very quick game, very cozy game. I remember getting it. I was at a GameStop. I was stayed up in a hotel because my job had me training at a place. And I went to a GameStop because it was literally in the same parking lot. I walked to it. And I went in there and I was like looking around, and it was right around the time when like Alien Chronicles was out, and I didn't have another game. I was like, ask someone, do you have this? Do you have that? And he's like, no. I'm like, okay. I left with nothing, right? But then I like sat down and I'm like, oh, they did have this. And it was like cheap. It was like $15. I'm like, you're not going to find that for a better price than that. Went back the next day, picked it up immediately. Same guy at the counter was probably like really confused. He's like, who? Like this guy I'd never seen before. Comes barging back in here and just like, time on Frog Island, please. I don't know. I thought that was an interesting story. Tiny Tina's Wonderland is the best Borderlands game that I've beat, because the only Borderlands game I beat, I never beat the other Borderlands games. I should. But me and my friends will start them and we'll play them for like 3 hours and then give up. So I don't know. But that game is dope. I really like it a lot. 2 Point Museum, I was blown away by it. I love a good tycoon game. This is a great tycoon game, I'll tell you that much right now. So much so that once I beat it, and I platinumed this son. And I was ready to like go. Let's go get campus or hospital, whatever it's called, right now. Haven't yet. Savoring the flavor. Planet Zoo 2 comes out later this year. I'm waiting for that to be able to scratch that itch. I'm excited for that though. The final 2 games here, and these are both bangers. Like absolute, like in my opinion, if you like these genres, you do yourself a disservice if you haven't played it yet. Unicorn Overlord is one of the coolest, most interesting tactical RPGs that I've ever played. It's ridiculously addicting, to the point where I was, when I would try to fall asleep during the time I played this, I was just seeing the characters like move around and how they interacted with the world and everything. Like when I was playing it, I didn't want to do anything else but play it. I was locked in so hard to this game. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. Shot Vanillaware into like one of my favorite developers. I cannot recommend this game enough. It's so good. And last, but certainly not least, is The Witcher 3, the Complete Edition. Now, this, I stuck all of my, all the PlayStation 4 goodies I put into here because, my PlayStation 4 copy is a little special, and if you want to know why, go watch my Witcher 3 video. But, my favorite game of all time, I haven't played this version yet, because I'm waiting for a rainy day. I'm waiting for a day that I need it to be there. I haven't played Hearts of Stone yet. I haven't played the Netflix stuff yet. Plus, there's an expansion coming, so maybe that rainy day will just be when the expansion shows up, or right before the fourth game shows up, or any other, that rumored remake of the first game shows up. Who knows? But it's there when I need it, when I want it. I know Garrett will be waiting for me. So, that is my collection of PlayStation 5 games. I have no idea. I wasn't keeping track of how many games there are here. Let me know if you want to see the same thing for the PlayStation 4. I got plenty of games on that too. I just moved all of those though, so I'm less motivated to do those right away. But I hope you enjoyed. Hey PlayStation, please don't stop printing discs. Like I made a whole video talking about it, but like it's just from the bottom of my heart. I just talked for almost an hour about an hour for you guys, a little bit longer for me, about all these things and all the memories that they brought me, and the stories of how I got them and what they meant to me and all these other things, right? And I don't know. I don't know if this video is going to make a difference in any one person's eye that could make a difference. But if it does, that'd be incredible. And I don't want this to end. I really don't want this to end. This is, I don't know. I said I made a whole video talking about this kind of stuff already, so I'll cut myself off talking about that kind of thing. This was supposed to be a happy video talking about the games that I do have, that will continue to be with me, and for hopefully many more years to come, many more games to come. There are plenty of backlog games that are not here that I hope to be here soon, and we still have at least another full year of this, so yeah, maybe we'll check back in then. Thank you so very much for watching. As always, like this if you like to, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you.